On our psalm reading this morning, Psalm 34, it says that the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous and his ears are open to their prayers. It's a contrast to the example that we see in the book of Samuel, where people, in fact, did not pursue righteousness, but instead they used the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord as though it was a good luck charm in battle. I wonder how many of us treat God as though we have to earn his love or his grace. Or another way of thinking about that too, with our passage in 1 Samuel, is how many of us treat him as the segmented part of our lives that we look to whenever we need something. There's lots of ways that we have misconceptions about God. One of the ways that we compartmentalize God is thinking that if we can just do enough for God, then he'll look on me and hear me. We go through the rest of the day as though he's not there, doesn't exist, or just functionally. But that we show up when it counts to make sure that we're in his sights. Maybe it's at a church event or a retreat or something. But this Psalm 34, it encourages us that righteousness is a way of being. It's a disposition of attentiveness towards God's constant presence. It helps us repent when we sin, and it helps us give thanks for God's grace and goodness. The bar of love in 1 Corinthians 13 this morning sets a high bar, right? And if we're not attentive, it's easy to forget what love calls us to. So let's continually strive for a life of prayer, one that changes our disposition towards being attentive towards God's constant presence. Let's take a moment to be silent before the Lord, and then we'll pray the Benedictus together on page 19.